Hey guys, it's Jake with the NSB Woodsman channel, and I'm here with Baby Woodsman. And today we are going to be continuing our series on lightweight budget backpacking. This is part 4. It's going to be clothing options. Stay tuned.
I don't wanna sit in a get with you, baby, tonight. I don't wanna love, I don't wanna...
Alright guys, so I'm going to cover some of this stuff with you here really quickly. First and foremost, I should let you know that I've had to postpone my lightweight backpacking trip. Time just slips away, you know. I've been planning it since literally February or March, and I just have not had an opportunity to get out. We are going family camping next weekend, and then we've got yet another camping trip in less than a month, so it's going to be another month and a half to 2 months until I can actually get out and complete this trip. But I thought this would give me a good idea to complete this series, and I'll show you the options that I'm going with for when I do it. It's going to be in the summertime, but I'm going to show you my 3-season options as well for lightweight backpack. Anyways, hey. I'm gonna show you guys my 3-season options here, okay? The one thing that I don't have laid out here is my down jacket, and it's been in other lightweight backpacking videos. I've seen it. It's the Z-Show down jacket off of Amazon. You can look that up. I think it was about $45–50. I'll look it up and I'll include a link in the description when I upload this video. But let me show you the other options that I have and tell you a little bit about what they are, where you can find them, and why I've chosen them. So for my what I'm going to be wearing when I actually backpack, I've got a lightweight pair of running shorts here. This is a little bit longer than actual running shorts. They come down to above the knee. They're a little bit longer than running shorts, but they're just as light. They don't have a liner, so I will be wearing compression underwear with them. I also don't have the compression underwear listed or laid out here, but I know you guys all know what those are, so I'll be just wearing those underneath those. And then depending on the weekend, I've got, if it's going to be a little bit cooler, this is my option. Right, so if at night it's going to be down into the low 60s or even the 50s, where I go up north in Michigan, it's going to be, I'm going to take this long sleeve knit polyester shirt. It's lightweight. It's literally like a, I don't even know what you want to call it. It's a quick dry fabric, so it's got a whole bunch of little holes in it, so it's really light. And I got this off of Amazon for $18. I've since found better options than that, and I might even show you some of those in this video. And pardon the background noise, my daughter is going crazy over there. So anyways, alright, so this is going to be what I would wear. Just the shorts, the shirt, and it'd either be long sleeve or short sleeve, and I have both options for this. But more likely I would take the long sleeve, because also where I go this time of year it's very buggy, and I really get annoyed by mosquitoes, so that's what I would wear. Alright, so in the pack, what I would have, I've got the Frog Togs jacket, right? This in the summertime might be, I might not even take a sweater. I might just take this as an option if I do get cool, just throw this on, because it actually does a pretty darn good job of providing a little bit of extra warmth for me. Especially if I take that long sleeve shirt, might just throw this on and be perfectly good until bed. It's an option. Super light and affordable. You could find other lightweight rain jackets, you know, just as good, even lighter. I have this one. I'll list all the weights and the prices, of course, in the course of this video, either on the side or in the description as well, so that you guys can pause the video or look afterwards. This is a purchase I made, I think, in the late winter, early spring, and this unbelievable deal. because I was looking for something that would keep me warm when I sleep. This is fleece-lined long underwear off of Amazon, $11. Couldn't believe it. I mean, and I've worn these just one time so far in 30-degree weather. Not 30 degree, I guess somewhere in between 30 and 40 degrees. So we'll say 38 degrees to be safe. It was about that cold. And this is what I had on, and then I wore a fleece sweater over top of these, and it was almost perfect. I was still a little cool, but I think that was more the sleeping bag than the clothing. This is a great clothing option for sleeping warm. It's fleece lined, super comfy, and they actually provide a lot of good warmth. And this is going to be my go-to this year when I go winter camping as well. So I'm going to have these on as basically my base layer when I go to sleep. And as far as weight goes, they're going to be a little bit heavier than some of the other clothing items that I might take, but in 3-season, this is worth its weight in gold, in my opinion. But in summertime, I might not actually have to take these. It's going to be warm enough where I wouldn't even need these. So I'll try and include the list of the weights and the prices in total of everything that I might take, just to show you what your options could be. And then I will probably show you what it would be if I were going in summertime. It would literally probably be just what I was wearing, and maybe either a fleece sweatshirt, maybe the raincoat, or a couple of these other items that I have here. This item is the long sleeve Smart Wool base layer. I've had this for years. It's a great base layer. It's a great thing to sleep in the summertime. The one downside that I will show you after you've worn it quite a bit, let's see if you can see this, it starts to get some holes in it. Just general wear and tear. You know, it's unfortunate, but that's the way life goes. It's a nice shirt, but it wears out. I've worn it enough times where that happens, but it's done great things for me, and I really enjoy it a lot. This is just a cheapo fleece sweatshirt from Sears that I got. I think it was $10 when I bought it. Pretty much any fleece will do. This is about a midweight, lightweight to midweight. This isn't a heavy fleece, but it's a quarter zip, and for the weight, I think this provides a decent amount of warmth. I have another fleece that's lightweight, that provides even more warmth than this, but unfortunately I find it too constricting. You know, packed on the pounds over the course of the year. So if I were ever able to lose a little bit more weight, then maybe I would wear that one, because it's just the same weight, but it's even more, it stores more warmth because it's grid fleece. But this is a good little option. I've used this literally up until, I don't know, I'd say probably the 30s. Anything beyond the 20s, I've got a heavier weight fleece, but this is a really great sweatshirt for cheap that I use both as a insulating layer while I'm active and as a insulative layer while I'm sleeping. So I try and pay close attention when I am working out in the woods, if I'm setting up camp or anything like that, and if I'm hot, I'll strip down and be cool until I stop sweating and throw this on, so that way I don't get it too moist, because it is something that I will sleep in as well. So something to be aware of. And in 3-season, this paired with the long underwear really keeps you nice and toasty. Alright, this I picked up at Goodwill. These are just nylon workout pants, basically, without a liner. And I went searching. I was going to find something that, even if it did have a liner, I was just going to cut it out. I just wanted wind pants. I didn't want rain pants or anything like that. I wanted something super light that I would be able to throw on over top of my legs in case it did get chilly or it was breezy at camp. If I'm walking and it's raining, these stay in the pack. That's not something that I would whip out. My legs would get wet, my shoes would get wet. I would just be wet until I got to camp. And if I was cold then, I would throw these on and they'd be dry and they'd help block any wind. And even if my legs were damp on the inside, this would help prevent, I'd sit underneath my tarp, and these would help prevent me from getting too cold. And these would be something in the summertime I would take, because they're light enough and they can compress small enough I would substitute out, I probably wouldn't need my sleeping fleece, so I'd get rid of both of those, and I would just take the wind pants with the rain jacket, and that would be kind of my insulating layer. So I would just have what I wore, these two items, and this fleece right there, and that's basically, and then a spare pair of socks, and that's basically the only extra clothing I would take would be these three items. So relatively light. I will show you the weights once again on the screen. I'll try and include it in the description this time. But what I want to highlight with these clothing options for you guys is you can get away with gear that is inexpensive, that does a really good job at what you need it to do. You know, I was looking for rain pants, and there are, you know, $20 rain pant options out there, but I got those wind pants for $7 at Goodwill. And I could have found other ones that had a liner inside, and I could have cut those out. And that saves me money, and I don't need them to be this high-tech piece of gear. I need something that blocks some of the wind. And that's the only thing I need. If it's raining, you're going to get wet, right? Everybody knows that. You can buy the nicest pair of rain pants in the world, and it might keep you from getting wet, but you're going to sweat on the inside, and that's going to damp you up just the same. So you might as well get something that has a purpose that you appreciate. And for me, wind pants is literally all I need. And in 3-season temperatures, this with these fleece-lined long underwear, I mean, this is basically the same thing as snow pants to me. So really good combination for a lightweight and inexpensive option. And that's the key, right? That's the whole point of this series, is we're finding a balance between inexpensive gear that has high quality function. And sometimes you have to pay a little bit more to get something that might be, you know, halfway functionality or middle of the road functionality, maybe not top tier functionality, but that'll get you by. As I've said, this exact system I've used into the 30s. I would be, if I had a better sleeping bag, I'd be comfortable with this into the 20s easy. Below that, I would probably take more gear, more, you know, thicker. Instead, I'd swap out this fleece for a heavyweight fleece. I might increase the type of socks, the wool socks that I have, from mid-weight wool socks to heavyweight wool socks. But this is a primo example of how you can get away with high quality gear that has high functionality or middle of the road functionality for a bargain price. And I hope that you guys are appreciating these videos. I hope that you're finding some value out of them. Again, I like high quality gear as much as the next guy. If I could afford it, maybe I'd buy more of it. But I really want to show you guys how I'm getting by with my camping, backpacking. This gear has treated me very well, and it was very inexpensive. So I hope that you guys will take some of these principles into your own purchases and enjoy the outdoors as much as I do. As always, guys, this has been Jake with the NSB Woodsman channel. Take it easy.